Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Tuesday morning to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. Today we are in a Game 4 of the Eastern Conference first round playoffs for a 95-96 Chicago Bulls road to the NBA Finals series. And we are currently leading the series 2-1 over the 06-07 Cleveland Cavaliers. So this is the first battle between Michael Jordan and LeBron James, the two GOATs in all of professional basketball. So for the first 3 episodes, I did like MJ versus LeBron part 1, part 2. So every episode that I do a LeBron James versus Michael Jordan in the NBA 2K Road to the Finals, I just do like part whatever episode it is. So first team to win 4 games wins it for the series, and we advance on. I'm more anticipated about the NBA Finals, and I think we'll probably face off against the 86-87 Los Angeles Lakers, just because it's a fun matchup to see. They were both really, really good teams in their prime. So without any further ado, we'll show you the uniforms, so we'll see you in the tip-off. Alright, so the Chicago Bulls are going to be wearing their classic red away uniforms from 92 to 2004. Meanwhile, for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they're going to be wearing their classic home 03 through 10 uniforms. They wore the royal blue ones last episode, and they won because of that magical event. So that's their good luck uniforms, and I'm thinking they'll probably wear it again in a Chicago road game. So without a further ado, we'll see you guys at tip-off. Alright, it is tip-off time here at the Quicken Loans Arena here in Cleveland, downtown Cleveland, right next to Progressive Field, the home of the Cleveland Guardians. And now Daniel Gibson makes a 3, and it is now a 3-0 Cleveland lead. So if I say Guardians, that's their new name. The Cleveland Indians did change their new name this season. So they announced July 23rd of last year that they were going to have intentions of changing the name. And they did. So it was the Indians back then. So they did not have like any Native American imagery on their uniforms, I think from 2019 through 21, so they had decided to change the name. But changing the subject, it is evenly tied 5-5 here in Quicken Loans Arena. So now Zydrunas Igalski is going to make that one in for 2 points, and it is now going to be 7-5 Cleveland. So now Michael Jordan going up into the paint, making that dunk for the Bulls, and it is now 7-7. So now Larry Hughes going to pass it over to Daniel Gibson once added. So now it is Daniel Gibson going to try to go into the paint, gets it in. So it is now 9-7. And now we got Michael Jordan going to make a 3. The North Carolina product making that 3. And it is now 10-9. So Chicago leads the series 2-1. So it's now LeBron James, the Akron native, going to pass over to Zydrunas Igalski. James is going to pick up that assist. So now Jordan, he's going to pass it over to Dennis Rodman. So James is going to get that assist. Both teams are both perfect in field goals, which is really good. And they're going to pass it over, and Igalski, he gets blocked, and Rodman claims that offensive rebound for the Bulls. So now Rodman gets this one in from mid-range, and Rodman only has 6 points in this episode, so it's now 14-11. So now LeBron James losing the basketball, but then, well, Rodman losing the basketball, rather, picking it up. Pippen picked it up, actually, and scored it in with that layup in mind. Gibson, there is a foul on Ron Harper. Alright, it is now 16-11, so I'm going to pass it over to Steve Kerr, the current Warriors head coach, drilling that 2 from mid-range, and it's now 18-11 with exactly 1 minute to go in the first quarter. So now Larry Hughes going to pass over to Anderson Varejao, and it is James with the assist. Drew Gooden gets fouled as Tony Kukoc goes to the free-throw line, and it is now 20-13. So if we get this extra point in, then we'll be leading by 8, and we evidently do. So Anderson Varejao going to pass over to the Akron native LeBron James, and LeBron James grew up 30 minutes from Cleveland, and he went to St. Vincent St. Mary High School, a private Catholic high school in Akron. So it's 21-15, so we're going to pass it over to Steve Kerr. Going to get that layup in there, and it's now going to be 23-15 here in Northeast Ohio. So now LeBron James with the possession of the basketball, losing it, but we're going to pass it over to Steve Kerr. Gets that layup in there. 21.2 seconds to go in the first quarter here in Cleveland. So we're going to see you guys in the second quarter. We're actually going to take a break. All right, this ends the first quarter. Chicago leads it by 7. Cleveland, LeBron James during the break, he did make a 3. So I was just giving up headlines for the end of the first quarter. All right, it is beginning of the second quarter here in Northeast Ohio. Michael Jordan gonna go into the paint, making that dunk. It is now 27-18. So the UNC product makes that dunk there, and it's now Eric Snow, the Canton native, losing the basketball, and it is Michael Jordan getting this one in there for 2, and it's now 29-18. So now Eric Snow losing the basketball for a third time, and Michael Jordan dominating in this game for the Chicago Bulls. It's now 31-18. MJ with already 14 points. And LeBron James battling off against his childhood idol, Michael Jordan. Having possession, we're going to pass it over. Use some Rodman in there, and MJ is going to pick up the assist, and it's now 33-18. Within the last 49 seconds, we were on a 6-0 run, and it goes out about, 8-0 run. Well, we had scored 6 points, rather, but 33-18. Chicago's up by 15. They're going to pass it over to Eric Snow, and Michael Jordan going to make this steal, and he is going to actually get this one in for 2. And fun fact, by the way, Eric Snow actually played against MJ in the finals in 1996 while he was a member of the Seattle Supersonics. So Eric Snow, he's made 3 NBA finals, won none of them. 18 points for MJ, and we are about to take a break here. All right, it is now 42-25. Michael Jordan going to pass it over. Going to pass it around, use some Dennis Rodman in there. Gets it in from mid-range. It is now 44-25, so Michael Jordan's going to pick up the assist. Larry Hughes losing the basketball, Rodman making that steal. And he is going to go up into the paint, making a dunk. It's now 46-25. And Chicago is up by 21 points. So now Larry Hughes going to pass it over to Anderson Varejao, making that dunk. It's now 46-27. And we're going to pass it over to Dennis Rodman. So now Rodman, there's a foul, and it's on Varejao. And Rodman already has 16 points today, and 10 of which are in this quarter. So he misses that free throw. And will he get the second attempt in? Evidently no. But Chicago still has possession no matter what. And it goes out of bounds. We still have possession no matter what. But my question is, who am I actually going to pass it over to? I'm going to use some Ron Harper, actually. And Harper gets that one in for 2. And it's now 50-27, 38.4 seconds to go. And it is LeBron James losing that basketball. So where's LeBron going to take this direction to? He's actually going to knock a 3 down. Actually, 2-pointer. And we're going to pass it over to Dennis Rodman. So Rodman, there's a foul on Zydrunas Ilgauskas. So now Rodman is going to go to the free throw line. 16 points. And will this be 17th for him today? No, evidently. I just don't think he's done the greatest performance in free throw shooting. But, oh well, at least we're winning this game. 52-29, 15.4 seconds to go. And it is LeBron James going to keep dribbling there. And he's going to knock down a 3. Actually, a 2-pointer. Why do I always think it's a 3? His foot nearly goes from behind the arc. And we don't get it in by buzzer beater. Oh, well, we're up by 21 points. 52-31 is the halftime score here in Cleveland. All right, Michael Jordan had 3 assists, 5 steals, and 21 points in the first half. And now we begin the second half here in Northeast Ohio, and Michael Jordan drilling a 3. It's now 55-31, and it's now LeBron James wearing MJ's famous number 23. So LeBron James going to pull a 3 from behind the arc. He actually gets it in there. It is now 55-34. We're going to pass it to the other side of the court, and now Jordan getting this one in for 2. It's now 57-34. So now LeBron James losing the basketball. But then LeBron James getting that layup in there. So now we got MJ 12 points for LeBron James. So now they get it in there for 2. Michael Jordan does. MJ and LeBron are both the scoring leaders for both of their teams, respectively. And we're going to pass it over to Michael Jordan, making that dunk happen for the Bulls. This is NBA postseason. Anything could happen. But LeBron James losing that basketball. And it is Michael Jordan going to make that steal, getting this one in for 2. And it's now 63-36. 32 points for Jordan today and 7 from mid-range. They're going to pass it over to James, making this one in from mid-range. And it's now 14 points. And Rodman for LeBron James, by the way. And Rodman going to go up. There is a foul. Zydrunas Ilgauskas for a shooting foul. So this is now going to be 66-38. If Rodman actually gets it in, which I do not think he does, and no, he does not, 20 points for him today. And there is a foul on Rodman. So Eric Snow has possession of the basketball. And now it is Steve Kerr that makes that steal. We're going to get this one in for 2. So we are actually going to take a break. All right, we are back from the break. So now Eric Snow going to pass over to Anderson Varejao. And Varejao picks it up. I thought they lost it there they did lose it there for a moment. But we're going to pass it over to intercept that off to Donyell Marshall. I was going to give it off to Michael Jordan. But we're going to pass it over to Steve Kerr. And then Michael Jordan getting that in. 75-45. So Cleveland is down by 30. So they're going to pass it over. And then Anderson Varejao going to make the dunk for Cleveland. And we're going to pass it over to Jordan. So MJ makes a spin. 6.9 seconds left in the third. So there is no shot clocks whatsoever. And Drew Gooden going to try to attempt a half quarter. Does not make it in. So end of third quarter score is 78 Chicago, Cleveland 47. All right, your State Farm assist of the game is coming right up. So now Michael Jordan going to pass it over to Dennis Rodman. So now Rodman gets it in for 2 points. And we are up by 31. Beginning of the fourth quarter here in Northeast Ohio, by the way. So now we have made a steal. We're going to pass it over to MJ. Jordan making that three for Chicago. It's now 81-47 at the moment. And Brown with possession. Going to pass it over. And gets it in. So it's 15 steals for Chicago today. They have been a really good fast break scoring team. And now Jordan makes the dunk. It's now 83-49. So MJ is all fired up. So he is off to a really red hot start today. Makes the dunk, and it's now going to be 85-49. 44 points for Michael Jordan today. 7 from mid-range. So there's no doubt in my mind that he is going to be player of the game for the Bulls. So it's going to be 87-49. Chicago is looking for triple digits here today. And Jones losing the basketball, but then Michael Jordan making that steal. He's going to go up to the paint, makes that dunk, 89-49. So there's no doubt that Chicago is going to take the W today because of that tremendous performance. Jordan making the steal. And now Michael Jordan, the Bulls are going to take a timeout. Michael Jordan is your player of the game for the Chicago Bulls. And I am going to go over the numbers after the episode, but right now we got 1 minute and 29 seconds of action left. So Michael Jordan pulling up a 3 from behind the arc, and it's now 100-53. We have hit the Benjamins mark. And LeBron James is going to pass it over to Scott Pollard, who is on the 07-08 Celtics, by the way. And Pippen gets this one in for 2. Now there's 1 minute and 12 seconds to go left here in this game. And Smith losing the basketball, going to pass it over to Scottie Pippen. Gets this one in for 2. So it's now 104-55. And they're going to pass it over to LeBron James. So now LeBron James going to pass it over to Anderson Varejao. And then LeBron James making the slam dunk. It's now 104-57 with 52.9 seconds to go. Pippen going to pass it over to Ron Harper. And Pippen is going to pick up the assist. 107-57. So now Scott Pollard's going to pass it over to LeBron James. So now LeBron James, there's a foul. It's on Ron Harper. All right. 107-57. So now we got Michael Jordan dribbling the basketball. He's going to knock a 3 for Chicago. And it's now 110-57. And 28 seconds are left in this one. So we're going to automatically take the W. So if we win it after this episode, the series will be over. But if Cleveland wins next episode, then we'll have to play one more game after that. And evidently, and if we win the episode after we lose next episode, then there will be a championship round, and we will definitely win it. 115-59 is the final here in Cleveland. The Bulls win it by 54. Michael Jordan is your game MVP. All right, Michael Jordan, 57 points, 4 assists, 12 steals, and 9 dunks on the day for him. 9 for 9 from behind the arc. Actually, 8 dunks, excuse me. Dennis Rodman, 23 points, 1 rebound, 2 steals on the day, and a dunk. Scottie Pippen, 13 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 1 steal on the day. Steve Kerr, 12 points, 2 assists, 3 steals. Moving on over to LeBron James and the Cavaliers. LeBron James, 20 points, 3 assists, 1 block, and a dunk. 2 for 5 from behind the arc, but not the greatest performance by him today. 2 for 5, that's 40%. Anderson Varejao, 12 points, by the way, 2 assists, and had 4 dunks on the day. Daniel Gibson only had 8 points and an assist, so that wraps it up here in Cleveland. We're going to be back in Chicago for the next episode or two. But if Cleveland wins next episode, then we'll have to play another episode, which will be Game 6. And if we win that, we will advance on to the next round of NBA playoffs, and Cleveland won't. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next episode.